everybody and welcome to the Lovebird Lane podcast. My name is Julianne and I am your host, and Granger has decided to join us, so you may or may not see his head sticking up here. So it's Thursday again. I can't believe that another week has already passed and I really don't have a lot to show for it, let's say. I cut my hair though. I slightly overestimated how much the guard that I put on the clippers would actually leave behind and ended up taking too much off. So I'm possibly going to shave my head again, I think, just to fix up this sitch because it did not work out how I wanted. I did need to get all of that pink off though that I had because it had been bleached over and over and over again, and I could just do that and bits of hair would just break off. So it was a good thing that I got rid of all of the pink. However, I did end up getting rid of more length than I was intending to, even though I kind of wanted to shave my head again anyway, so maybe that was the stepping stone to shaving my head again. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe next week I'll come back with even less hair, but yeah, that is where we are. Self-isolation haircuts. I don't really have much really to speak about this week. It's been very cold. It has been raining most of the day yesterday and today, which I love. I love the rain. The only thing I don't love so much is the backyard here doesn't have a veranda or anything, so Granger has no shelter out there, so he pretty much needs to go for a wee and come back in. And even if we put him out and then go to do something else, he has nowhere to shelter if it is raining. But he's laying here with his jumper on that I knit him. He's got the irrits because we haven't been able to go for a walk because it's been raining the last 2 days. So yeah, he's a bit sad about that. I'm wearing my freewheeler and I love it. It is so warm. I'm going to get a little bit more comfortable here. It is super duper warm. There's a lot of fabric. I possibly will need to wear a cowl or something when it gets even cooler because it does have quite an open neck. I've got plenty of this yarn left, so maybe I'll make another calanmai by Vine or something like that just to keep my neck warm. But yeah, nothing much really is happening. Just getting through it, I guess. Getting through every day. I can't remember the last time I left the house. I think I went to the shops on Saturday and that was about it, apart from walking the dog. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit fed up being stuck at home. I'm just waiting for the day that I can go out and have some dinner with my husband and go to the movies and, you know, all those really boring basic things that we were so used to that we cannot do at the moment. I've been keeping myself entertained by listening to my Throne of Glass books. I have just this morning started number 4. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been doing lots of work. I've been doing, I did a bunch of dyeing yesterday for the Yarn Club. Thank you to everybody who purchased the Yarn Club. I did sell out, which was just mind-blowing. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. And yeah, so I was working on that yesterday. I've dyed one of the batches of yarn and I've done some secret stitch markers for one of the months as well. I am still working on prototypes for yarn for 2 of the months, so those are still in the works. Plus I'm waiting on more deliveries from Spotlight so I can make the project bag that's for the Yarn Club. So yeah, I've been really busy working on the website, working on the Yarn Club. So yeah, I guess that's probably why the time is flying, because I feel like I'm working a lot, so which is good. It's better than sitting on my butt and being bored. So yeah. I haven't been working on a lot. Both of the projects that I am working on, although one of them you probably have not seen since last week. One of them you have. So I'm being really boring and just working on a couple of projects. I'm thinking I'm probably going to frog that other pair of socks that I showed because I don't like that spiral pulling. I don't want to pick them up because I don't like the spiral pulling, so I'm thinking I might frog those and use that yarn for something else as well. But yes, I'm just kind of a little bit flat, I think, just because I'm over myself. Pretty much, I'm just over myself. I've been back on my fasting regime. Although yesterday I did break. I was very, very hungry. It's so hard on days that you're really super, super hungry. Because you know how you have some days where you're not hungry and some days where you're really hungry. And yesterday was a really hungry day, even though it was my fasting day. So I did end up eating. And that's kind of all the things that I've been doing. I haven't really been doing anything too exciting, to be honest. I have recorded my tutorial for 2-color brioche, which will be on this channel once I have edited it and made it make sense. Hopefully it's all gonna make sense. Are there any other tutorial ideas that you guys have? Is there anything that I can show you how to do something? Let me know. Put it down in the comments. It's something else to keep me entertained. My phone is going off. But yeah, it's cold. I just want to snuggle up everywhere. I'm getting around all the time in my hand knit sweaters and hand knit socks. And yeah, I'm loving it. I'm definitely a winter kind of gal. So yeah, the cool weather's nice. And yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Can you tell that I'm a little bit down? It's not even that, I'm not even like, you know, it's not my mental health or anything like that. I'm just, I think like a lot of us are, just over it. Just want to get back to life as normal. But I'm also very mindful that we don't want to do that too early, because, you know, we could start this all over again and have to be self-isolated for months more. So yeah, that's where we are. Maybe I should talk about some knitting and, you know, stop sitting here in an existential crisis and that kind of thing. But another thing I have done is I did actually get back to yoga this week, which I'm really glad about, because I've been finding I've been having a lot of back pain, and I don't know whether it's I've been sitting strangely, or I have been moving around a lot, and I sit in a lot of different places and I'm up and down all day, so I don't know exactly why. It's not like I've been sitting in one spot and in a weird position or whatever, but yeah, I've been having quite a bit of lower back pain, so I found a yoga with Adriene video yesterday and I did that, and I'm hoping to try and get into at least every other day yoga practice. And I also bought some kettlebells on the weekend because I've been wanting to do some weights type exercises. So I've got some kettlebells, I got an under the door, like, you know, like a little bar thing that will hold my feet to do sit-ups. So yeah, that is something that I'm going to start. I haven't started yet because it hurts and it's hard work, y'all. But yeah, I've got that. I found myself a what do you call it? A beginner kettlebell workout. So yeah, I'm looking forward to starting that because I do like being physically like strong. Yeah, that's another thing that you guys will have to keep me honest on whether I get on with that. But I will keep you posted if I am. But I guess I can get on to what I have been knitting this week. And I can't actually remember how far I was last week when I showed this to you. I'm pretty sure I had finished a sleeve. So this is Simon's cardigan that I am working on. This is the Hey Handsome cardigan. And it's a free pattern from Yarnspirations. And I had one sleeve finish, which I'm pretty sure I have showed you. And then I have nearly finished, oh, of course I'm in the middle of a row as well, that's great. And it's not even a basic normal row, it's a cable row and I haven't finished it. But I have started the decreases on the second sleeve. So as you can see, the cables are opposite to the other one. So they will have opposite cables, as you can see kind of there. But But yeah, I'm just been working on this. I haven't done a ton on this the last week because I'm finding that I'm not really wanting to just sit down and knit. I've been doing some beading. I've been doing a little bit of spinning. I haven't done a lot of spinning. And it's pretty boring to show you anyway because it's still, I'm working on that burgundy fibre still. So yeah, I haven't done a lot on this. The cables, especially this second sleeve here, because the right cross is not as easy for me to do without a cable needle as the left cross is. And I have thus been using a cable needle to get nicer looking cables, but yeah, then I have to use a cable needle, which is a little bit more effort. I feel like it's a lot easier to cable without a cable needle. If it was a 2/2 stitch, I'd probably be fine, but because it's 4/4, it's quite tricky to do without the cable needle. So yes, I've been using a cable needle, and yeah, it just slows me down a little bit by having to do that. So I'm still on the second sleeve, and then I guess I'll get onto the back or the fronts or whatever order it is. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the progress on this, and I really hope that Simon's got a sweater within the next month. I'm hoping that is my timeline. Hopefully within the next month I will have him in a sweater. So that is Simon's husband sweater. And this next project, I shared it on Instagram yesterday, and I've been absolutely blown away by the response to it, actually. I checked this morning, just like I woke up and there was like 90 something likes on my Instagram, like the little box that pops up on the bottom, and I'm like, what the hell? So I went in and like all of these likes are on this post, and I checked it and it was like 198 likes or something, and that like never happens to me. So that was quite exciting to wake up to. Lost a ball of yarn. But this is, I'm pretty sure I didn't have this last week. It is some brioche, as you can see. And this is the Briochehugeness Showl, because it's a shawl cowl, by Raina K. And I am using some of my own hand-dyed yarn. I'll turn it around so you can see the back. So what I'm working with, my main colour is Night Court. So that's my Court of Thorns and Roses colorway, my first one in that, which is like a grey with some purple and orange speckle, I think, or red, orange and purple and red speckles, I think, on that one. Oh, and my second is Wilted. So this is a very old colorway. This is one of my original colorways, which I've always loved, and it's kind of I called it Wilted because it's a little bit like rose petals when they are starting to turn and dry out. So you can see it's got that kind of yellow with some of the fresh pink still in there. So I'm working with those, and this is both obviously because they're both my hand-dyed yarn, which, did I say, you probably assumed, on my singles base, because I love brioche on singles. I mean, look how gorgeous that is. Like the sheen that singles have is so lovely, and it's so squishy. So yeah, this is what I used to demonstrate my on my 2-color brioche tutorial. So yeah, I'm just working away on this. I don't know how big it's gonna get. I'm using charts for the first time. I've never used charts for brioche before, but I'm doing that for this. But yeah, I'm just trucking along on this. It's fairly simple, and on the tutorial that I am still yet to edit, or finish editing anyway, I am talking about stitches that I used in this shawl, so that you can knit one too. If you're afraid of 2-color brioche, you can have a go, and I've shown you in the video how to knit all the stitches that are in this. So I reckon if you can knit and you're adventurous, I reckon you'd be able to do this. So yeah, I just basically have this triangle so far. So I haven't really been doing a lot on this, haven't been doing a lot on Simon's sweater. And that's kind of it. As I said, I've been doing a little bit of beading, some bead weaving, which I cannot show because it's for the Young Club. It's a design that I created. That's especially for the Yarn Club for the moment, and I don't want to put it in the shop until, until the Young Club people have it. Whether by then it will be relevant anymore, I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty fun. So yeah, that's kind of it. And listening to my book, and yeah, taking day by day, eating too much food on my eat days. Simon is possibly taking next week off work so we can spend some time together. He's had a few pretty rough weeks at work, one of which he was left entirely alone doing a 3-man job. I think I might have said that last week. And yeah, so I think he's taking next week off just to have a little bit of a rest because he's been pretty slammed lately, which is good. I'm always happy to have Simon around. I'm honestly just sitting here staring out the window, not knowing what to say, so I think I might just leave it there, keep this week nice and short and sweet, and get on to doing something else, because I've got so much to do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are all keeping well and are coping all right, just keeping on. It's about as all that we can do. Keep ourselves safe, keep ourselves sequestered, and yeah, I hope you guys are all well and staying sane and doing the best you can, because that's all we can expect of anybody at the moment. So I guess until next time, happy knitting, happy crafting, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.